Live.
You tell me when.
Yeah, no, we're there.
We are?
We're live.
We're live?
Yeah.
We're live.
We're live.
We're live. Hey, excellent. Hey, welcome to Hanging with Hot Rod.
What's up, guys?
This is our Week 5 NFL Pick'em show. Week 5. How time flies. This is the show where we give you the picks against the spread, the over-unders, and the game winners to beat your bookie. We've been pretty... Manny's been hot. I've been all right.
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda. But I'm Hot Rod.
The Rams disappointed me last week.
And they did. It's just what it is. They came up against a good team. But this is Manny. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the football games of the week that we've picked: a Thursday night game, a couple Sunday games, and the Monday night game. We got the Mush segment where he calls in. He called in and gave his pick. He's the worst bettor there is in the history of betting. So you just go opposite, and you're guaranteed to win there. We're hoping Junkyard Jerry has time to call us, and we'll get his picks also. But let's just get right into football. This week was another good week. Exciting times. I know. Everything's crazy right now with the world, everything going on, but football's here. It's fun to watch. A little shout out to the Red Sox, even though I'm not a fan of the Red Sox, but they beat the Yankees. That's going to piss off all 11 viewers, but that's okay. That we have. A little baseball talk. Those one-game playoff games are kind of wild to me. I watched it last night. I'm a Mets fan, so I get to root for the Mets like a month of the year, and then I can't root anymore because they stink. So I get like 1 month out of the year I could root for them. Then I go into hiding. But Yankee fans were all up and all over the place last night. Like, hey, we're in the playoffs. But done. Any case, that game was that was something. But back to football. Let's get into last week. I was 3-3 with my picks. That's not good. I'm usually above water. For the year, I'm 12-9. I'm going to say, Manny, you were 4-2. 4-2. Very nice. And he's also 12-9 for the year. So against the spread, we're doing all right.
Doing okay.
Doing all right. Again, you guys want to check out my Hanging with Hot Rod Twitter account and Instagram, because I put a lot of my college bets and my parlay picks. We've hit a couple nice ones over last weekend. You can go check those out. That's just where I really get in depth with all of them, because we pick like 5-6 games on this show, but then I really pick a lot on my Twitter account and my Instagram. But that's okay. So let's get into what's going on this week and what happened last week. We had the Rams played the Cards, the two undefeated teams. I know I'm not bringing it up because you picked the Rams, but the Rams, they know each other. And listen, you're not going to win every game, but you're not going to win every game. Yeah. And then the Cardinals played well. I think you're thinking of the Patriots game, because the Cardinals actually beat the Rams by more than 3. But that's
right.
Yeah,
Did they?
Yes.
Oh God.
That's okay.
I think I saw the score earlier.
Yeah, and so that's okay. But the Cardinals, you got two solid teams there. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, no. It was either one, like either or. Like there's no shot.
Right. I was very surprised though the way the Cardinals were able to score against the Rams. I thought the defense for the Rams, but you got to look at those games too. They just came off a big win against Tampa. And the letdowns are going to happen. You just can't. You keep that momentum and the drive going every game is tough.
They should have ran the ball a little bit more, in my opinion.
Yes.
Henderson was doing a great job.
Yes. I totally agree with that. I love running the balls and everything.
Should have been running the ball just a little bit.
Absolutely. So we had the Cardinals are the only undefeated team left. That might not last this week. They got the 49ers, so who knows?
See, I just, after the disappointment that the 49ers had, I just don't see the 49ers doing it.
The quarterback Garoppolo's hurt, and so Trey Lance is playing.
I will say Trey Lance did show out. Less completions, same amount of yards, basically, like identical yards, and 2 touchdowns instead of 1. So
no, I like him. I think he's definitely the future for him. Don't you?
I think he might be the future, but
we'll see.
I don't know. The 49ers are gonna do whatever the Rams couldn't do against
the Cardinals. The Cardinals, they're gonna have a letdown too, though. This is almost the same situation where the Rams were in last week, in my opinion. The Cardinals are coming off a huge win. Last year, the Cardinals started off 6-2, and everybody last year was saying, "Wow, look at the Cardinals," and they lose 5 or 6 straight games. It's a big. You got to be. The Cardinals. What they need to do this year is they need to maintain that consistency, and if they do that, they're going to be one of the top Super Bowl contenders, no doubt about it. Kyler Murray is just like watching a video game when he plays. The guy is just amazing.
I'm looking at the rest of the Cardinals schedule.
Okay. Is it positive, negative?
It's like not necessarily smooth sailing, but I can see them possibly losing against the Browns or the Packers.
Easy. I agree with you there.
That's in the next couple of weeks. And I don't know about the 49ers. I just feel like...
But whenever, Manny, whenever you play in conference, in division, excuse me, the 4 teams, they know you. Mm-hmm. And so those games, because like you were talking, not skipping games here, but we're talking the Dallas Giants game coming up. They know each other. So I don't care if one team's way up, one team's way down. They know some strange shit can happen.
Definitely got the Giants for that game.
We're a little punchy today, so that's okay though. Hey, if you ever watch some of my old shows, we're usually punchy. So that's the way we do things here.
Okay.
So you fit right in, no problem.
So I think the Cards beat the 49ers.
Wait,
who did I actually pick? Yeah, I think the Cardinals beat the 49ers.
Okay.
But for some reason...
Yeah, well, that's 4.5.
The way this record has been going, every time when you pick the obvious winner, they lose.
You got that right. I had a knockout pool, which is no spread. You got to pick a winner each week. One of my wife's best friends was calling me for their picks. I gave them Tennessee this week. They lost to the Jets. Ouch. I won't answer my phone because she's been yelling at me. But in any case, let's get into this week's games. Okay. This Thursday, we got the Rams, who just came off a tough loss to the Cardinals, versus the Seahawks. Another division game with these guys. What's going to happen? The Rams are 1.5-point favorite, and it's 54.5. Who do you like?
Give it to the Seahawks.
Okay.
I think Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson have pretty much like somewhat identical playing styles.
Yeah.
And the Rams didn't really do good against the run.
Okay.
Against the Cardinals, and I think the Seahawks could probably feed off of that. Also, the deep ball with Russell Wilson.
Oh, that's crazy.
I think they're really gonna I know Jalen Ramsey's a great corner, but I don't know.
Well, they know each other.
I think the Seahawks might be able to pull out on this one.
I'm going to agree with you on this one.
The loss to the Cardinals might stump them a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like
you can have a bump in the road.
You're gonna come back, but then you're still kind of shaky off of last week. So
yes, and I think
the Seahawks might take this.
This is a big game either way. I got the Hawks also. Mm-hmm. I don't think the Rams want to lose 2 in a row. If they're a Super Bowl contender, they got to right the ship. But we'll see. Mm-hmm. But I know Russell Wilson's going to be there. That's the reason why I'm making. And they're at home. They played well last week also. We'll see what happens. The over-under is 54.5, so it looks like a bunch of points will be scored in that game.
And in conference games, usually the Seahawks do really well.
Yes, so, they no doubt about it.
Remember that the Rams are they've been a solid team for the past couple of years, but they just got the quarterback. Yep. Stafford did just show a little bit of
growing pains.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
He just showed that he's not really high up in the sky that much.
He came down to earth. He wasn't the Superman.
He came down to earth, and all I know is that Russell Wilson pretty much is above earth a lot of the time. So
that is correct.
I'm just gonna give it
that is correct. All right, so then we got another one. So we'll go to Sunday. This is a game I don't want to pick, but we're going to do it. The Denver Broncos versus my Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh is -1 and 40.5. The Broncos got exposed. They beat 3 really bad teams, and then they just got beat. They got beat by Baltimore pretty good. I think Denver's a decent team. They're not they weren't a 3-0. They weren't. They're decent. Teddy Bridgewater also has an injury. It looks like Ben Roethlisberger has a hip injury. Now, this could be two things with Ben. Ben plays through injuries all the time. This could be the beginning of the end for Ben. I'm going to give you I'm going to say it like it is. I bet the Steelers because that's my team, obviously. But Ben is Father Time has beaten everyone. But Brady so far. So I think Ben has hit the wall. It's not a knock on Ben. It's not saying listen, he can't do what he used to do. He would scramble, break a tackle, the receivers have time to get open, and then he'd hit him. He can't scramble and break tackles anymore, so now he's just a pocket passer, and that's not Ben.
Just be like, hey, what's your secret?
Well, he's eating the avocado. He's eating the avocado ice cream.
Did you see
Tom
Brady run the ball?
That was the funniest thing ever.
And he got up and he was just like, I did that.
I ran 10 yards. I ran 10 yards and I could get killed.
Oh my God.
Yes, that is
so close.
Manny, that was funny. So, in any case, back to Ben. They might sit him, which if they do and they're home, that would mean two things. Mason Rudolph comes in.
Okay.
Or
so does that mean
Haskins.
Drew Lock is taking over for Teddy Bridgewater?
He was in. Yes, he was in last game, but I think Teddy's going to make it back. He had a abdominal strain. I think Teddy's going to play.
I think
either way, go ahead.
I think I'm gonna pick the Broncos on this one, just because of the defense. Even though they lost to the Baltimore Ravens, they still got, I think it was about 3.5 sacks off.
The Denver defense is tough. There's no.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason why I would give the Broncos a chance. Like I feel like their defense can still do pretty well.
Yep.
So
I like that. I got the pick, but I'm obviously going to take Pittsburgh.
No, of course. Like I would love to pick Pittsburgh, but I think Pittsburgh is just.
Well, here's where I agree with your pick. Yeah, no, it is weird because they are on a downward slide right now, and if a couple bad things happen at the beginning of that game. They can't recover. Yeah. They have to do everything perfect to win. They can't have any mistakes. If a couple mistakes happen, they could lose this game very easily. It's like I've not seen this in a long time.
Juju wasn't really.
They're not playing. They're just not.
I forgot what the record was. I think he threw the ball 11 times and they only caught it twice.
Yeah, it was bad.
They only had 11 yards total. I don't even know what it was, but
so I got Pittsburgh. You got the Broncos. 4:00 game. We got the 49ers versus the Cardinals. They're undefeated Cardinals. Cardinals are 4.5-point favorite. 50 is the over/under. This is the game of the I was gonna say this is the game of the week. The next game is
second thoughts, man. I feel like the 49ers are gonna be the ones that upset the Cardinals.
Yeah. So we've got.
Can't do this.
Trey Lance was in last week. I believe he's playing again this week. I think Garoppolo's out again. That's a big. That's big. They played well with the 49ers.
I'm gonna ride this undefeated wave.
You going Cards?
I see the Cardinals staying undefeated probably a few games more. Because their next opponent afterwards is the Browns, and I think maybe
that could be it.
Maybe the Browns. They have.
I don't disagree.
Stellar defense.
I'm gonna.
Great running.
You're right. Everything I see about this game, though, Manny, I like the Cards. That makes me sometimes say because I'm going opposite.
Yeah, of course.
I think the Cards win, but the 4.5. I think the Niners stay within that 4.5. So we can both be right. That's on that case. So I was going to call that the game of the week, but this is the game of the week. The 8:00 game on Sunday night. The Buffalo Bills. 3-1. They righted the ship after they stubbed their toe against my Steelers, and they have just killed everyone they played. Are playing the Chiefs. The Chiefs minus 2.5 in this game. The Chiefs are home, 56.5. This is a wild game because the Chiefs defense is letting people score. The Chiefs offense is now they're getting healthy. They're getting healthier now. So there are some people that were out on the defense that are now back. That's a big difference for them too. This is a tough game. I think it's just going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be wild. I'm taking the Chiefs, and I could just as easily take the Bills. I would not bet this. I'm just throwing it out there. I got the Chiefs minus 2.5.
I'm also taking the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They're coming off a bye week.
Okay. And they're ready to go.
Well rested, ready to go. The Bills beat the Texans 40-0, but it's the Texans.
It doesn't mean much.
Like the Texans are not.
No, they're not
special this year.
No, they're nothing. And what's going to happen?
Saying football is football. It's hard, but 40,
That's way
too. That's not even.
Deshaun Watson. What's going to happen with him?
I don't know.
I think he's probably going to jail.
Going to jail? What's going on with him?
Deshaun Watson, all those sexual abuse. That's why he's not playing. They got all these charges coming against him.
Woo!
He's got like 8.
See, I don't.
It
just always seems like whenever something's not going right, things from the closet come out, and it's just like, Well,
this guy was like he would get massages and.
Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, I mean you're going down there. You get a massage and then look for the happy ending.
I don't understand that. I don't understand how someone can make millions of dollars and just not find someone who just wants to do those things. Why do you have to go after the people that don't?
Because it's not about those things. It's not about the sex. It's about being powerful over someone. It is what it is. All right. Well, that's a different show. It's a whole different show. So we both got the Chiefs on that one. Monday night game. The Colts versus Baltimore. Baltimore's -7 and 47 is the over/under. Baltimore just flexed his muscles a little bit over the Broncos last week. It looks like Lamar Jackson's starting to come into his own a little bit. He had a
Over
couple
300 yards.
Yeah, and if he does that, they're going to beat people. That's not going to happen every week. He's still a running back playing quarterback, but that's whatever. I'm going. I think Baltimore wins the game, but I think the Colts stay with them. The Colts are starting to get the. They're starting to just. Colts are one of those teams that are not great in any position, but they're definitely not bad in every position. They're very good in every facet. They're good at running. They got an all right quarterback. They got good receivers. They got a good offensive line. They got a good defensive line. They got great linebackers and good safeties. So they're a solid team. They're not going to win it all, but they definitely aren't going to lose it all. That 7 points is too much. I'm taking the Colts. And what do you think about that one, bud?
I think I'm taking Baltimore.
I can't listen. They crushed it. They crushed Broncos last week.
Baltimore.
You like Baltimore with a 7?
I don't see the Colts coming out on top.
All right, so that's like four out of
Monday
5.
night game.
Well, it's a Monday night game.
Monday night game.
I hear you.
See Lamar Jackson showing up.
I tell you what, he does. If he does show up, that's going to be a blowout. But we are. Someone's going to be way ahead of the other person after this week because we picked out of the 5 games 4 are different. So I like this. Okay. I like this. Someone's going to be flexing next week. I'll put it that way. That's okay. So let's go on to the mush pick. The mush pick this week we've got. He was 1-3 for the year, which him even getting one victory is awesome for him. He's taking Dallas this week -7 versus the Giants. So go ahead, Giants. Giants came out, got a nice victory versus the Saints last week. They're using Barkley like they should. Danny Dimes is spreading it around a little bit. I don't think the Giants are as bad as everyone thinks, and I'm going to tell you right now, Dallas isn't as good as everyone thinks.
Funny, they also did not utilize Jason Garrett's leadership last week.
No, I don't blame you.
So that goes a lot. I wouldn't put Jason Garrett to lead the Giants next week against the Cowboys anyways, unless Jason Garrett is going to be like, all right, this is what the Cowboys do.
That's it.
Watch out for this. Other than that, I feel like it can go either way. It's either you play against the Cowboys and you shut them down because you know their playbook, or you feed into the Cowboys because you know what they're gonna do and you just set up your team for failure.
Manny, I like your analysis on that. I like it.
I know people have to cut ties, but come on, Jason Garrett is not a Giant. I'm sorry.
Nope. So, Junkyard Jerry, which is a staple of our program over the years, will 100% be in next week. I just got the text from him. He's out in Vegas getting all his ducks in a row, and he will definitely join us next week with his picks. So those are our picks for this week. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Instagram. I will be putting up my parlays for college and pro. Other than that, I think we had a very interesting week. We didn't really touch on Urban Meyer and Jacksonville, but that's okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. His statement was, "I should have left," and that they called him over for a picture. In the video, he doesn't seem like he's doing anything. I think the problem is just he's allowing a female to dance up on him.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
but then at the same time, how many drinks deep are you in that you're just like sitting there and you're like,
yeah, he's a guy. I don't really have a problem with him. Listen, his wife didn't have a problem where he did, so I don't have a problem where he did.
I mean,
that's the way. That's the way.
Does she have a problem with?
Well, she said she didn't.
Yeah, so, Twitter said otherwise. What was it? It was like other. What is it? She was like, I think she said, meanwhile, here I am babysitting.
Yeah, I got you. Little dig. So the rumor mill, and I don't know if it happened today or not because I didn't. I was actually working all day. Yeah. He might be getting fired. I don't know.
Who?
Urban Meyer. And
for that?
Oh yeah. And the team has been.
Come on, whoa! We could dig deep into the past of the NFL who's done worse than just have some young girl who's of age at a bar dance up on you.
You are speaking truth, but I'm listening. But that wouldn't.
So Urban Meyer's going to get fired, but Deshaun Watson still has a job.
Well, he does, but doesn't. He's not on the field. I'm with you. This goes deeper. Honestly,
it does.
It's just not that thing.
Wait, real quick. Actually, let's talk about that game.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence had I think it was 200.
He played very well.
17 yards, no touchdowns though.
Yep.
And Joe Burrow still kicked his ass.
Yep.
It must suck to win your whole life and then get to the big stage and just lose every game.
He hasn't even got on. They haven't even got a wisp.
Where's Minshew again? Where did he go?
Houston. Right?
He's not winning.
He didn't play.
I thought he was like
gunning
it when he first came out.
He did. Where did he go? The porn star quarterback.
He's a backup quarterback for the Eagles.
Eagles. That's that. Yeah, you know what? He may end up getting some time. Who knows? That all being said,
this field's not really.
Urban Meyer wants to, honestly, he wants to go back to college and he's going to take the USC job. He's happier in college. It's just, it's just.
I don't know why he thought going to the NFL was
money.
I thought he was already getting paid.
Oh, they get paid big, but you know what? They get bored and they just want to do something different. Any case, those are our picks for this week.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Again, check out my Twitter, check out my Instagram. We will be going. We're gonna have some live shows later this year, but that's later on. Other things, we got some new sponsors. Things are a little chaotic right now, so we apologize for the quick shows and lack of graphics and that stuff, but that's okay. Things are going to be picking up. We got a lot of good and fun things on the horizon this year that we're going to be doing. So, hey, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
We will be checking you guys out next week. Take our picks to the bank. I think Manny's got some good picks. I got better picks, but that's just the way it goes.
Let's see how it is next week.
There it is.
Okay, there you go. Yep.
Nice.
End it.
End it. We're on still.